Hello. Let me see. This works. Seems to work. Okay, good. Um, right. How are we doing? I probably should wait. Is this actually? Oh, because I don't have the other thing on, so let me also put the other thing on as well. But yeah, I mean, I just finished eating. I have a coma, so oh wow, I can hear myself. That is maybe not ideal. Okay, good. Let me put this on as well. Sorry, being terribly unprepared. Both led, and I feel like there's just, I mean, of course, there's some problems always, right? But let me put this on first. But yeah, okay, good. This works. Now I also need to say that I am slacking off a bit before doing what is actually what I've advertised to do today, because I just finished eating and I have a coma. So what is it? What was I going to say? Probably this, right? Um, Okay, this might be good. And then pin this. Should be good. Okay, good. And you can hear. That's amazing, except this is in the way. Right, right. Okay, yes. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, sorry about ending on such a weird note last time. I'm not sure if this is what people call crashing out or this or that, but basically so long story short, things are resolved now. Basically, by the way, is the sound balance okay? Like if I do this, can you still hear me, or do you only hear the piano? Not that I can really multitask and chat while doing this, anyways. Um, oh, except I'm hearing myself again because of course. Um, good, good, good. So where are we? Right, right. So last time, probably do this to not show my face. Not that I really mind, but I would rather shave and look a bit better. Um, before I show my face. My hair is probably a mess as well. But yeah, besides that, what was I going to say? Yeah, okay. So I did phone a friend, and it turns out that the issue is resolved. So we do not have a bug, which is good. Um, and soonish, I mean, as in like once I'm done slacking off, we can go back to and go back to try to figure out what's going on with the with the math behind with theory behind the programming. So there's one thing. The other thing is that I mean Legion Remix comes out later today. So I actually kind of want to play, I mean, either today or sometime soonish. I'll probably stream it, but I'm not sure if it will be, I mean, I would like to get started today, even if I play only a half an hour or something. So I'll probably also go live again later today for that. I have a meeting between what I think like 11 p.m. to midnight my time. I could potentially do Legion Remix after. I have no idea. We'll see. But yeah, I mean for now, I think I just slack off a bit and then go back to the whiteboard and go back to a drawing board and actually do some research. But before that, just playing whatever I like because this is just kind of what I always do when I don't really feel like working. And I mean, it's between this and video games, but I also kind of want to turn the stream on, and and the servers are down. So there's that. Yeah, yeah. In terms of this, I feel like I mean one day I kind of want to have a cover of Fencer, because I mean this is part of my streaming activity, I guess. Like kind of want you guys to if well not like one, but it's more like a distant hope, I guess. But Yeah, maybe I say it would be nice, or maybe I should say once because I can be greedy here, right? I want you guys to see me like how I see my old shoes, basically. So because of that, I want to produce a cover of Fensa, which it would be this I mean, I know the basics, but I haven't done really any work on it, so I don't know how long it's going to take. But that is maybe one thing we can practice. Is this thing. I mean, I cannot play from front to back, but I can try to play as much of this as I can. Or I should really just start with the what is it called? With like warm up because I feel like after grinding for so long on piano this last weekend, I feel like there's basically what is it called? I'm starting to realize that I'm at a point where like this kind of basics really matter. And both that and really just playing with metronome and things like that, right? I mean, if this thing is a metronome, I might want to try that. But I know my old electric piano does. I mean, this one has to as well because this one is actually a really high end model. But I cannot find the right buttons because there are too many buttons. Um, or I don't know, maybe it's like such a high-end model that they just kind of assume that all the customers who bought it would not have such a need of a metronome because they are apparently very good at piano. No, I mean that cannot be true, right? Everyone plays with metronome, except scrubs like me who just don't really do take things seriously enough. I mean, as I actually do classical thing, I mean, just the fact that I'm doing this so badly probably shows that I'm just not haven't been actually doing these exercises, and you are not supposed to hold a pedal down while you do that, so I cheated, and that is why I cheat because otherwise I cannot do it right. Sorry, allergies. Oh, and also I don't know. At some point I should mute the mic, but you know. Sorry, just blowing my nose here. And I guess there's also the usual like random warm up songs that I can try to play. That is not actually a real warm up song, but yeah. Yeah. Not this. This is me having no. What on earth? Wait, how do you do this again? So here's a funny thing. There is you know, there's a non-zero chance that one of my piano teachers might be watching this right now, and she will feel probably sad seeing that I have watching that I struggle with these beginner exercises. I mean, I feel such disappointment. I mean, I can do this, and then there's this circle of five kind of thing that I should also practice. There's also jazz stuff that I really need to get used to, and then what's the fifth again? Uh, I feel like it's just a rabbit hole that I need to get into sooner or later. I have to get into sooner or later. So much to get into, so much. I mean, all of it is fun. Just like I don't know. I feel like before I really go into any jazz, I need to get this right. And this is, actually important because you actually use this in things like this. Yeah, the thing is that basics are important. If I knew how to do it. But yeah, I mean, speaking of Beethoven, there's actually this thing that I really, really love. I mean, I don't know if I can play it right. I need to pull up music sheet to do this. But you know what? Yeah, let me try and see how far I get, because that is actually both good practice and actually a song I love so much because I really play classical. I mean, both on streaming by myself, but you know, I should do this just a bit more often. I mean, the problem is you are going to see my either I'm not going to be able to see a music sheet or you are gonna see my face. Which is, I mean, neither is such a huge problem per se, but you know. Or maybe you can already see my face by me. Oh, you cannot. Okay, good. Mm, either I'll just be very, very good at piano and actually remember how the piece goes without actually looking at the music sheet. I'm not that good. Okay, let's give this a try. Wait, can I do this? I can. Okay. So I cannot. I need to scroll. Yeah, I feel like this scrolling is getting a bit what is it called? It's getting a bit frustrating. It's just this kind of constant interruptions. But I mean, I really like this song. I just wish um, I mean, it's never too late, right? So I mean, I could always, spend more time practicing it. Um, classical music is always so nice. Um, I mean, funny you say, right? Funny I say that, right? While knowing like basically like quite little of it. I mean, I feel like it's not that I have any regrets per se, because I feel like I don't know. It is the kind of I feel like classical music is the kind of thing that, at one hand, it kind of destroys people's passion in doing this for fun, but then it is also something that maybe you will really have to, you know, rediscover and try to, you know, find the reason of why you know like basically you cannot be taught to appreciate music one way or the other. You just kind of have to appreciate. I mean, you could of course but you know, it is it's just different of depending on if it's forced upon you or if it is actually a more natural and organic thing. And I feel like right now, in terms of classical pieces, I feel like what I have right now is luckily a bit more natural and a bit more organic. But maybe I'm not good at it, but it is better than the other way around, which is that being good at it, but not, not feeling strongly one way, or, maybe good at it, but being indifferent at best, I think is the one way to put it. Yeah, I feel like another thing is that it's kind of, how should I say it? That I feel like that's a funny thing to say, I know, but it basically that some of my interests in other kind of like maybe contemporary stuff just eventually just spills over to classical stuff as well, and then I ended up I don't know, just yeah, not sure what exactly. I'm so bad with words, but I mean things sound nice, so it's good. I mean, there are also some other stuff that I need to rediscover and I guess pick back up. Like there are some stuff that I was able to play a bit better before, but I mean not anymore. I mean that thing being one of them. And there's also this other thing by Ravel, which is one of my piano. I'm not even sure if I can call her a piano teacher, since I mean I learned so much from her. It's a family member who does music for for a living, um, who is, I mean, very good at it, and maybe, I mean, of course, much better at it than I am. But I learned a thing or two from her. I feel like I could have learned so much more, but at least, I mean, this is one of the things that that she, well, some she recommended me to practice. This one. How does it go again? Hmm, something like that. I don't know. There's a bunch of wrong notes, and I don't know this part. Oh, something like this. No, just close, but not exactly. Maybe this. I don't. I mean, I could pull up a music sheet and practice one of these days. Maybe I should. Um, yeah, I mean, all of this is so nice, and maybe one of the yeah. There are a lot of things that how should I say it? That there are a lot of things that I should try to remember more often. Is maybe the right way to put it. So, I mean, I always say that one of these days I will tell my stories and this and that. Um, one of these days I will. But I mean, there was this period of time where I did not want to remember anything, and I just want to live like a robot, basically. Um, and I feel like, I mean, and I mean, I lived, and I feel like it was I made it through, I should say. And but yeah, I mean, I forgot a lot, and I feel like, I mean, now I'm streaming because I am starting to remember a lot of things. I feel like these songs are one of the things that is worth remembering. Is or are not good at grammar. Songs are yeah. This song is a one of the things that are one of the things plural. One of the things that are good to remember. But yeah, I mean there's that, and there are also some other things that are probably also worth remembering. um, Actually, did I already play it? Maybe I did. No, there's more, but I just realized that I should first check that I actually have 0 viewers, because if I don't have 0 viewers, then I need to I mean, I probably won't do anything different. I should not do anything different, but I just want to unless somebody chats or asks a question, then I should reply. Um, but yeah, I mean there is wait, can you guys even hear piano? Don't tell me the thing is actually muted the entire time. Wow, the thing's muted the entire time. Good. Okay. um. Now what? Now do I just replay everything from the top? Okay. Let me see. Sure, sure. So what do I want to play? Okay. So maybe quickly recap on what the heck did I just play, I guess. Okay, okay. So at the beginning, I was just doing these arpeggios, so there was nothing very exciting. And then I started cheating with pedal, because I could not do it without pedals. And then what did I do after? And I was trying to play Beethoven's Pathetic, second movement, because I really like how it sounded. So I mean, I could try it, playing a bit of it again, but then I will probably not finish the entire thing because of the same problem I had earlier, which is the scrolling issue, where I don't know the music, so I have to scroll down or I guess flip the pages. But yeah, it's this very nice thing. yeah, okay, this is too much scrolling and interruption, so maybe there was that. And then there was this other thing that I was trying to play by when I was talking about my one of my piano teachers who was or slash family member. It was this. And my headset was muted just now, so I'm not sure how much of that actually. But yeah, I mean this just now. This is streamer brand tone thing. I mean, but yeah, I mean there's so many good songs that I want to learn. And one of these is I should learn. Um, but yeah, I mean, I guess one thing is, I mean, I guess there's the thing about music is that, I mean, of course, people do it for a living, and there's kind of no end to this. So I don't know how far do I mean, I just maybe I mean, I guess what I'm doing is something akin to variety streaming. So I should just just have fun, I guess. And I mean, maybe I would never make it past the pro level. Maybe I'm not supposed to. No, but I mean, I should at least get somewhere with it, right? Because I mean, we're rhythm games. But I don't know. The other thing is that like you know, if I'm really doing this idol branding thing, then I mean, then they are kind of implicitly good at music in one way or another. So maybe I should keep trying as well. It's not like you know, it's, it's not like we are living in the SAO Sword Art Online world where basically everyone just implicitly gets a character song, no matter if they can or cannot sing in universe. Every single character has a character song, and it's just like implicitly they all gain the abilities to do music just because why not, I guess. Um, Unfortunately, it is not free in real life. But yeah, I mean, some of SAO character songs are actually decent. I just wish I could play any of them right now. I mean, it's been a very long time since I listened to any of them, so I actually don't know any anymore. I mean, if I pull up one of them, I can probably quickly replicate it, but one of these days, one of these days. But yeah, I mean, oh right. And then I was talking about things I started remembering, and then I was playing this. Arpeggio comes in, and I'm never good at it. But anyways. But yeah, I mean, this is I I mean, I did not arrange this myself. This one is well, I, so I know the very original one that this is based off of is from Mario C8, but then I know that it was I think it was like what is it, transcribed by maybe a third party if I recall correctly. And then I was also playing only what I remember of it, so I'm sure what I just played is quite different from the quote unquote original piano arrangement. There's also one by Dixie Flat 9, right? I mean, all of them are really nice. But anyways, yeah, this is just brings back memories. But yeah, I mean, I guess if we talk about memories, there's also so many other really nice ones. There's this, right? need to arrange this a bit better. I don't know. Maybe this? Maybe I need to bring a few keys up and kind of get, between this and this, so I don't know. I forgot. Um, I mean, there are things that this is like very, very long time ago. It would be funny if some of my, I mean, maybe not funny, maybe it's expected that some of you are younger than I am, and I'm just bringing back very ancient things. But maybe if you would allow me to bring back another ancient one. Yeah, I think I'm not good enough to do what I want to do. I think it's something like this, right? Or even this. I don't know. I have no idea. Um, Maybe I should try to play something I can actually play, or actually go to actually do research. I feel like it's like how long have I been studying on piano so far? Like an hour? Fine, fine. Need just one more of one more try of Kimi no Shiranai Monogatari, and then I try to be productive. Is Kimika or is it? I don't know. I feel like one of these days I need to do some grammar drills for Japanese. Like Kimi no Shiranai Monogatari, of course. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. actually, how does this part go again? I need to pull up the lyrics. I feel like, yeah, I should pull up lyrics, so I should just be done now because I feel like for this part, I always accidentally skip a part. Like I always forgot like how many times things repeat here. I know I actually recorded the lyrics last time. No, I think I really should just be done now, right? Because there's I mean, and should really be productive now. I mean, I could try to finish this, but there's no. I mean, I'm not here to. Either that, or I should practice something else, like I don't know, something else that I had a chance of successfully covering. Like I don't know. I don't know, or even this this thing I said earlier I was going to try. Wait, how does it go again? I don't know. Okay, I should be productive. I should be productive. Yeah. Okay. Uh, yes. Let's actually get work done. So just taking headphones off and trying to move move the drinks over to the to the usual setup to a desk. And then we can try to actually be good at math today, seeing that I've slacked off for what, like, actually, time always passes in a really strange way when I do this or that. So it's been like 1 hour, I guess. And here's, yeah. Okay, so, maybe we can quickly recap on what the heck is going on, um, in terms of the, calculations from last time. And why did I think maybe there is or is not a proof? Oh, by the way, I guess maybe, oh, I should unpin this. Right, okay. So, what was I going to say? Right. So, this is maybe something I should keep in mind of. Like, I feel like I mean, it's maybe natural in some sense to feel that my words don't really hold any weight. So I can just, when I am not happy with some algorithms or what have you, then I can just complain about it. But then maybe in the future, maybe I should attempt to tone it down. Reason number one, because otherwise I prove myself wrong, like what I did today, where I say that the thing has no proof and apparently actually has one, and the thing is secure as it should be. But also that I feel like, maybe more importantly, I mean, right now I'm in school right now, so it doesn't really matter so much, but one of these days I will become an I mean, if all goes well, right, one day in distant future, I will become an expert in in this in some topic, and people will be looking for guidance from me. And when that happens, I will have to be you know, I will have to be a bit more careful in terms of what I say. So I feel I should just start now. And yeah, I guess, or maybe I don't know. It's even just a matter of just being kind and being a better person, I guess. Which is, I mean, always it's always like this. But yeah, anyways, let me see. What can I kind of close and what can I work close a bunch of like maybe useless things, and then I mean useless close a bunch of things I'm not Oh, I should be monitoring this chat from my phone, so I should grab my phone. Assuming it's charged, I don't even know if it has any power left. This one has let me see. Whatever, I'm just going to charge it and set it aside. And see if I can be somewhat productive so I can still have some time to play Legion Remix later today. Um Okay, so I guess maybe the first thing to do is to, of course, to figure out what the heck is to figure out what's going on with this, right? Assuming I mean I want to close this, I want to close that, I want to close this as well, and that, and this, and that. Okay, good. Probably should have done that before starting to share my screen. Um, and I can just monitor the thing from here for now until my phone is charged. Okay, so we were here last time, and also we were staring at the very funny thing here. Where was it? We're staring at this funny thing here. This and this together, and we were wondering if this is a if this can actually be used to prove that our favorite encryption scheme is secure. Um, and it turns out that, well, this is turns out this can. You just have to treat these things a bit differently, or that's what I hope. That these P's and Q's and A's, they are not supposed to be individual Gaussian sampling outputs, but they are supposed to be decryption outcomes, which will kind of fix the counter example I had last time. So, anyways, yeah, I mean, you guys will hopefully see soon enough. But let's actually just try to formalize this a bit better. So, I actually spent quite a bit more time thinking about this yesterday after, um, after ending stream. So I will, how should I say this? I feel I don't have enough caffeine in my system. I probably should have been drinking coffee while I did the random stuff on piano. What on earth? I got this coffee, this like concentrated cold brew, and it's usually a, well, how should I say this? Okay, maybe start from the storytelling side. So I added coconut water to concentrated cold brew, thinking it would taste good. I mean, it usually does, but today is just so strong, and it is, yeah, it hit me really hard. It smells funny too. Whatever, it's good enough. It wakes me up, that's good enough. Okay, because programmers are machines that turn coffee into code. We are not writing code today, but same idea, some difference. Okay, so this might be fine-ish. But then I mean up to the fact that this might be fine-ish, up to the fact that, well, you have this monadic thing where this is stated in a slightly different way, right? Where they have this where was it? You know, people always say RTFM, and that is kind of what I'm doing right now. Yeah, and that is what I'm doing right now, so that is good. Um, except the manual is 60 pages long. I'm trying to find the right thing. Where is the sequence thing? I mean, they have to have some kind of sequential thing. Unless they don't. I mean, no, like, there's triple, okay, yeah, there's a sequence thing. So you have, yeah, I mean, up to the fact that they do this instead of, One Earth. What is this funny looking? Oh, right, okay. Anyways, yeah, so you have this sequence, slight difference in notation, I guess. Not really, or maybe it's just the same. Because, yeah, you just have a sequence of things. I mean, this is monadic, it's maybe a only difference, but it doesn't really matter so much. So, okay, good. So what? Wait, huh? So you have, okay, yeah, both are code. Neither is a single command or instruction. That's good. I mean, there are also command things, but yeah. Okay. I mean, if some things are the same, and you do some funny things, then just literally not say anything. Oh, they should just say if things are the same, then they stay the same. That might or may not be that might or may not be what I want to do, right? Because I need to say, do I have any kind of like memory restriction kind of thing? I mean, they have to, right? Code on the, this might be what I want. Um, Code on certain locations. Is that what it means? Do I have a frame rule? I feel like I had almost the same question last time. I mean, if they don't, then they should, you know. This framework, that's not the kind of frame I'm looking for. The frame I'm looking for is the kind of frame that they talk about in what they call separation logic. Which is not this, not that, not any of this. I don't want. Oh, the form of stack frames. Oh, but it's talking about different tool. Still, what does it do? Memory model. Yeah, there's no what is it called? Um, this funny memory model things. Wait, but then why do I care about memory? Do I care? No, right? Because the thing is, there's no alpha renaming here. I mean, that alpha renaming is free here. Yeah, like this is, yeah, I just was checking if alpha means what I think it does. Yeah, it is. So yeah, like, alpha stuff is free here, so there's no like memory or there's no like memory or frame issues. There's literally just everything is flat. Okay, so now what? Now I can now what do I have, right? Now I can say that this is sensible as a judgment because I can say that where these two both take inputs and then those inputs have satisfied this and then now you have this. Except they, I mean, I don't care about output memories. So maybe I can just open a different page and hope things are a bit better. Yeah, I think there's like this like monadic state transformer kind of thing that I hopefully don't have to worry about too much. Um, yeah, maybe that is exactly why languages matter. But anyways, okay. So now I have for all for all C1 and C2 text X into code Y. No, I mean I don't even have to be that, right? It could literally be C1 X1 to code Y1 and C2 text X2 to code Y2. Then I have what? I have I care about this is this relates to that up to a epsilon um additive error if if what if for all x1 y x1 x2 such that such that I probably should also say what are these. Okay, so P is x1 and then this is not a this is literally a Cartesian satisfied and unsatisfied, and Q is okay. So for all such that this is satisfied, um, maybe I don't even need to use the term such that because we are well is fine because I can say that this implies that there exists a coupling such that um, such that this I'm doing quantum stuff, so I would just do wow. Where did my thing go? Huh? Whatever. Rubber banding servers, I'm guessing. Is excellent. That there exists a coupling um, such that, well, I mean, if I trace if I trace this, I get um I mean there has to be some kind of can I just do this? I mean that time to do a bit more RTFM, right? Because there is semantic. Yeah, so what is this? They say that this is satisfied if what? If wait, you have triple. You do have a triple. That's incredible. That's magical. Um, it's magical. Okay, good. Um, this is just. Why do I not have? Come on, give me some mathematics. Equations, please. It's like post condition is a predicate on okay, and then where is the coupling? Like, well, what does this mean, right? Um, I mean, oh, this is in a totally different. Fine. Um, monads, very good, incredibly nice. Okay, yeah. So this is exists this such that this is coupling, and then for all, what is this symbol? Wait, is this the Oh, so as long as the thing is in the support, it must be yeah. Okay, so probability of this being satisfied is 100%. No, I mean not 100%, but it is well, it is 100%. Yeah, good. So what I want is maybe just a bit stronger. Um, I would say that to say probability of this is oh, but I wanted the what is it called? I wanted the semantic function, but now this already has a semantic function applied because this is already a distribution. So I wanted the thing to be that's amazing. So there's this monadic thing. It's amazing. People are very good at math and very good at programming apparently. Okay. So now what? Now you are saying that um Okay, so what does this do? Scary looking. Very scary looking. Okay, so now what, right? So now you have I mean this is I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to say this because in the I'm pretty sure when I'm talking about judgment I can talk about semantic. Let me quickly see if people actually do that. I'm pretty sure that is a thing, right? That when you define a judgment and validity, how do you talk about judgment and validity here? Um, Lifting. I don't know if I care about lifting. Can I have something that is not a... Yeah, okay. So, where this is assertion is what? Do you not have... More from the judgment is valid. If yeah, so you can actually talk about this. This is in fact it's how it says. Yeah, this called infix operator, which is very funny looking. Why infix? Oh man. Actually, in fact, do I even care that? I mean, I don't care if it's infix or if it's anything. For okay, so what now? Now I want to say yeah, this is just a coupling. Sure, yeah, this is just dy. So is okay. So here we have coupling, and then I also have the probability of let's say I get y1 and y2 from this distribution. Then the probability of that they satisfy satisfy Q, right? Is at uh is at least 1 minus epsilon. I should be clear that this is it can be 0, it can be 1. Yeah, why not, right? I mean, if it's 1, then what? Then I just have something that is never satisfiable. Okay, good. Okay, that is judgment number 1. Very nice. Okay, now judgment number two is let me see what do we do here. Judgment number two is maybe a trickier one to write down. I want to say that so this has to be relational. So this is why I try to come up with, but I don't know if this is right. So I want to say the same thing. I want to say that this is this to some output set, and this is this to maybe this time the same output set. And then I want to say what? Oh, this is code, of course. Okay. And then what do I want to say? I want to say that S is a list like before. So S would be I mean actually it's probably also from some interval, right? Let me see. Whatever, I mean this is fine for now. And then I want to say what? I want to say that key is the same as before. It is that it takes this to a boolean. So it is still talking whether your input makes sense. And then your output, and then no, I don't have this anymore. I just have that. Now my judgments are of this form. Oh no, I need invariant. So okay. Oh, so I need to wait. Do I care? Maybe I no. This might be fine. So I want to say that this is Let me see. I want to say that this is equivalent to that if so this is funny looking. I want to say this is true if well the first part is the same. If for all x1 and x2, let's satisfy this. Then what? Then the tricky part. Then the tricky part is that no, maybe I don't want to say this, right? Do I? Um, well, I mean, I do want to say this. So I want to say that if this were true, then there exists, a or maybe instead of this, I should give this a name. So this is now the length of a list, and then this is the natural number, and then I will have to say that this is what, and then I will have to say that there exists. This is a bit scary, but hopefully workable. Now this is maybe what I should do. This is literally, I want to say this is literally this. So there exists PI and QI. Okay, so let me just attempt to copy this over and see if this is sound at all. So there exists PI from 1 to L, and then Qi. I know I'm not consistent at all with my one or zero indexing or one indexing, but that is maybe how it is. Sim support, that part doesn't really I mean, sure, yeah. Now I'm quantifying over a million things. Just a bit annoying. Um, so I want to say, what are these, right? Are these the take? I want to take a TVD of the entire ensemble. So later ones can, of course, depend on the earlier one. So this is actually a joint distribution. So I'm not sure if writing it this way is okay. I mean, maybe it's fine because the yeah. Now I want to say what is the output of both sides. The output of both sides would be, let me see. I was thinking that, well, I mean, I could just literally say the output of both sides is literally the last one, right? So I would have to say that yeah, I would say that this of what, x1 is equal to PL, and then similarly is QL. I know how to write cursive. Or at least I thought I knew how to write cursive Q would be better than that. I mean, it could just be this, but yeah, whatever. And then what? Okay, so you have this and that, and then you want to say that you want to say these are the same support, but I guess that is also kind of free. In the sense that I mean, not like free not like free in the sense that it is given, but I mean, for a thing to type check, it should be the case that that pi, oh, maybe for all AI, pi con constraint on AI is what's it called? I will have to say that the KL divergence between PIAI and QIAI is or so I should say for all I and AI, this is less than or equal to SI, right? And for this to make sense, of course, the AIs would have to, the support would have to match. So this I mean PIs and QIs would have to be supported on the same set. Yeah. Um. And then I have what? Mm, is that exactly what I want? Maybe it is. Oh, and then of course, and then for all x, um, x is in the support of PL implies that your invariant holds. That is, I think that's what I want to say. I mean, this thing is going to be terrifyingly annoying to prove, but these are maybe the two judgments that I care about. Let me zoom out a little bit and see if this makes any sense at all. Okay, so maybe let me just label this as judgments. How do I... That was terrible. Try again. I feel like the angle is not very, what is it called? Judgments. And how do you even write fancy and? Might be fine now. I mean, validity. Okay, good. So this is judgment and validity. Basically that this is that you can no, it's the other way around, right? Okay. I mean, this seems sensible, I think. I hope. I mean, this seems well defined. It's just if it's useful, right? Mm, sorry, just taking a quick look to make sure I didn't miss anything. This seems fine, I guess. Okay, so now I guess maybe inference rules, right? So inference rules is actually maybe let me first make sure that my judgments don't look too close to each other because these look a bit similar. Um, yeah, I'm not fully sure how to make this look nice. Um, I mean, I might not regret this later, but I mean, at least syntactically, there are not syntactically, like type theoretically, I guess they are distinct because this is a real number, and this is a list. So, in some sense, these two must be different. But yeah, okay. So what, right? So now I want to have some sensible composition rules. Okay. So the first thing that I can say immediately is that if you are able to prove that, or rather, if it happens to be true, that you know, if you have this, then of course you have maybe this is the main one, the most important one really, is that now you have the same thing, and then you want to apply. So this is a MW rule by courtesy of what Michiano and Walters, I think. Michiano and Walter. Michiano. Wait, is it 2C or 1C? Michiano and cannot spell. Michiano Walter. Okay, so Misiancho and Walter rule says that if this were satisfied, then in fact these two are close by. You can relate this by the L2 norm of this, such that, well, I mean, y1 is equal to y2, and yeah, you have this. Um, because of course the what is it called? Um, this is what you have. I think, right? I mean, of course, this is a. I'm not sure if I should be very explicit and say this is function of y1 and y2, but probably not, right? I mean, is this how people say how people say inference rule? I think it is, right? I mean, one of these days I'll actually get good at this, or maybe I won't, right? Because I mean, because this is not what I actually work on. I mean, I'm here because I'm working on this because I mean, because my advisor, well, this excuse, I feel like right now it's not even my advisor. Right now it's actually I want to work on this, but at the same time being kind of trapped myself in a situation that I don't have very good well, no, I do have collaborators to work with. So I guess I have nothing to complain about, to be honest. Okay, good. Good. So now I want to say what? I want to have a sequence rule. I want to say if you have this, um, and you have what is it called? You want to say that you want to compose two of these together. So I will have to say the beginning of this is I mean I can take arbitrary things. So I just want to say what do I ask of this, right? I will have to say that I have to say what? I have to say that y1 for all y, that is this implies that this accepts this, right? Yeah, maybe I give you a slightly different symbol. So yeah, maybe. I mean I can say this, right? For the because these are just logical formulas. So I can say this, and then I have this. Oh, I mean C1 prime relays S prime C2 prime, and then I have if I have this, then I should have I should be able to move this to the right. Yeah, okay, and then if I have all of this, then I should have uh this, and then C1 prime. Oh, I should say what are the types of this. Right. Okay, I will in a moment. This is C2 and then C2 prime. I mean, there are always the funny. Oh, I want to say that these are, of course, they are now related by this everything is concatenated. So I will have to say that now they are related by what? By S prime, right? Okay, good. Assuming no typos, this is kind of the way it is. Now I need to actually make sure everything is well typed. Um, if there's even the right way of saying it, but C1 takes x into x1 into code y, and then C2 takes x2 into code y, and similarly this is Ci takes Ci and Ci prime takes xi into no right C1 and uh Is what I have is simpler, right? Ci text what text xi into code A, and then ci prime text A into code Y, let's say. Okay, good. Now, and I need to give this a name as well. So this is just let's call this chaos sequence. Okay, but now of course that is maybe not the only way to build this. Now that is the now let's try to do something very impressive here. Okay, so let's say you have P here, and then C1 relay to C2, and then this is 0. More specifically, epsilon is equal to 0. Um, then I think you know what I'm trying to get at. Oh, but I need some kind of frame, otherwise this is not going to work, right? Or is it? Maybe this is strong enough. I mean, it'd be funny if it's actually strong enough. I mean, everything I've written so far is fine. I just don't what is it called? Or maybe I don't need a frame, right? Because earlier we already established that I don't need a frame. Um, but do I really not need a frame? I feel like I feel this is so what's the word? I mean, I don't need a frame. I just need the monolithic rules. I mean, I mean, funny enough, that might actually be true, right? I just need monolithic rules. I don't actually need frames. If I have this, I mean, this is sound, right? I mean, this is has to be sound. Is someone knocking on my door? Must be a wind, I guess. Let me check. Yeah, there was a wind. Okay, so I mean, this is sound. I don't know if this is useful. Between that or it's not sound, but I'm pretty sure it's sound. Um, because you have do I need to append a prepend a 0? I don't, right? Because this is literally just pre-processing the distributions. Um, okay, good. So now I need a rule of consequence, which is that, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, of course, right? That I mean, I can weaken and strengthen on both sides. So I should, I don't know, this what? Uh,
This is not even. The thing is, I don't have a name for. Oh, it's up to bat. Fine. Okay. For lack of better name, UTP and then UTP UTP KL sequence. Okay. Now what? Now I want to say that now I want to have a concept thing. The thing is that I want both a concept thing and a frame thing. So maybe let me start with a concept thing. Okay. So if I have this, and then I have of course what this is strengthening, and this is well, one of them is weakening, one of them is strengthening. Then of course I have wait. No, things are relational. What am I talking about? This is not even well timed. Losing my mind actually. Okay, sure, whatever. This is this, and then this is this. And then again, which one is weakening? Yeah, this is strengthening, and then this is weakening. Then I have what? Then I have close that, and then now I have okay, this is literally the what you expect. Okay. Now what? Now I have this, that, and then what else do I want? I mean, there's a million of lists that I would want. But what are what do I actually need? Um, okay. Maybe let me try to first write down the what is it called? The simplest thing. Wait, one moment. Okay, so sorry, I had to blow my nose there. Now I want. Well, let me first write down the simplest thing. Maybe too vague, but still. Okay. So let's say I have I mean, of course, that if I just sample, I will have to sample and return, right? Or can I literally just no? I mean, there's sample and then ah, right. I see that the things back then. Um, but then, how do I? Hmm, here I'm about to sample from discrete Gaussian. Um, on both sides of the on both programs, of course. But I don't know how to. I don't know what's the right. I mean, okay. So I definitely want something that looks like, yeah, maybe let me start by flowing the part that is boilerplate and maybe doable. Um. Oh, except now I need to take this mu and this ES mu and sigma's parameter, and I also cannot forget about what is it called? I cannot forget about the rest of the parameters either. Otherwise, it'll be really bad, right? Wait, or can I? Wait, this is so strange. This is so strange. Because I mean, if I've forgotten, have I really forgotten? I mean, this is really funny. Let's say I pass in like a bunch of stuff, and then those things become part of my program, and I never forget. Because of course, why would I? Because of course I never forget, right? But that's so funny. Um, wait, do I literally have just this? And then this is just list of what? No, this is list of this of delta, a single element list, and then now I have is this what I get? Um, then what of this? Do I mean, yeah, like what of that? Or do I really care about this like simple phi? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Let me think. Um, no, I mean I need to first figure out what just well this is of course I care about phi over here. Okay, so now I want to say but no, like this makes quite little sense, right? Um, this is not sound, but I will first finish writing this down, and then I can figure out how to make this sound. This is fine. Unless this is just sound, I don't think it is. Let me see. I mean, well, before saying it's sound or not, this thing is not even type check. That is not true. I already know that's not true. Unless it is. Let me see. I mean, Oh, unless enforce them to be the exact same program, then maybe they are true. But then if I enforce them to be the same program, then what, right? If I enforce them to be the same program, then of course I can say that well, of course I still need this. Then what? Then I would just have to say that is that what it is? No, I mean then I need to somehow make sure the discrete Gaussian sampling outcome is not, it's not nonsense, right? Um, yeah. So what did I sample from discrete Gaussian? I mean this P is not it is still not good because this is because I have no idea what the type should be on either of these. Um. Okay, so first of all, maybe I should get this straight that these are expressions. But I'm not sure if that means anything. So those are not inputs. So if those are not inputs, then what do we know about this? So then both this and that are the same input. But no, it doesn't make sense, right? Because this is because this is a continuation of this. So this must take at least this. Do I want any kind of currying? I don't, right? Or do I? Hmm. This is really strange. Yeah, maybe this is the harder part. This is the hardest part, maybe. Hmm. By the way, is this been remixed up? I mean, even if it were, I probably cannot get on right now because I need to do the because I need to finish this thing. But how do I? Well, well. Actually, how do I even? Maybe I let's just go on Battle.net and check. Oh, this is not doesn't up yet because this is what? Let's say in 2 hours. Perfect. I mean, so what is going on here? Um, zero viewers check. Yeah, I mean, it'd be funny if I actually have more than one. I mean, one is probably just this tab, or maybe it's not. I don't know. I mean, I can always say hi, right? Then I'm either saying to someone who is here right now, or some viewer who's watching this in the future. And maybe being what's the term? Being surprised that that my content used to be so terrible. Assuming it ever gets better, chances are it won't. Um, nah, it will. It will. I mean, I just have to work on something more interesting. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so what do I do here, right? Because I mean here I am sampling a discrete Gaussian, but then yeah, continuation. And unless I just return it right now, I mean, I could just literally, yeah, for sake of argument, what if I return this? If I literally just sample and return, if I literally just sample and return, then that is fine. In the sense that, well, now I will have, in the sense that I will have a discrete Gaussian, but then we are very forgetful, right? So if I sample this and return this, then then what does it say about the future, right? Um, yeah, this thing is a bit strange, isn't it? So if I have yeah, I feel I'm not fully understanding this monadic thing. Because okay, so let's say if your signature, if the function signature looks like, looks like this, then I guess in principle that means the moment you take this and output this, like this is already kind of remembered. So even if this is broken into multiple pieces, this should be in every single piece. Um, I mean that's one way to think about it. Of course, there are ways that if this thing is split into two pieces, then this has to be passed from the first piece of this to a second piece of this. Otherwise, it's forgotten. And I don't know what is the right convention. Okay, then maybe let's think about how I would write a code. So I would say that how I would write a code is the first kind, right? That thing would just remember forever and ever. So maybe what I needed is not even this. What I needed was literally just mm, it's either this or I mean I don't know or care if I or I can even just return it directly, right? So I could literally I mean even this might be strong enough to do everything we want to do, like everything under the sun. Um I mean maybe not like very very strong enough, but it's a good starting point I guess. That yeah, the problem is that if I return it, then I also need to um what is it called? Then I need to have a then I don't know what the invariant means anymore, right? Because you want to be able to build this thing. That and I feel like yeah, the other problems we are not really sampling from discrete Gaussians, are we? I mean there's post processing after discrete Gaussians. So what happens, right? If there's post processing, let me see. I mean, if there's post processing, then what I wrote earlier only handles pre processing, not post processing, right? Because here I have this. So if I have yeah, I mean then of course I can just literally bolt on this very trivial post processing thing. Okay, which might be what I would want to do actually. And that might suffice honestly, because then because things are monadic, so maybe we are fine. Okay, so let's give this a try, should we? So I have what? I have
What is it? The thing is, I feel I'm not handling standard deviation properly. Oh, because there is a right. Okay, so there's this discrete Gaussian thing. Yeah, so I think the standard deviation actually goes here actually. So what do I want to say here? So what is it that I actually want to record? What I wanted to record is not just the yeah, it's it's this quantity. So I will have to say that um what nu minus mu over 2 lambda squared. This is also squared is less than what? And then I have what? I have x sample from discrete Gaussian of nu of course, and then return x, and then this is of course this is equivalent to, well, what is it? This is equivalent to just blinking out because I feel like I'm losing my mind here. Because I wanted the thing to be, well, I mean, I was thinking about the Euler composition rule, but maybe I should worry about things one step at a time. So I have this, right? And then this is, and then the invariant I have is just it's just it's just true, right? Because here I don't have any meaningful invariant. And this is DGKL. And I need to specify what? I need to specify that this is a no, but this is a, so this should be expressions, like this nu and mu should be expressions. So maybe I'm a bit confused because this is a like or maybe there's no, maybe a thing is so I mean this is not shallow embedding, but maybe it's the or I don't know, maybe this is shallow, I don't know. Um, I don't know. Yeah, maybe these two are maybe mu and nu and sigma square are supposed to be inputs. And if there are inputs, then what, right? If there are inputs, then this makes sense. But if but is it useful? Um, and then how do I use this? Hmm. Then I will have what's called. Then I'll be using this rule to make sure that mu and nu are close, and then I can pass them in there, and then the thing will give me this very nice thing, and then I will be like happy, guess. Okay, so now what about post conditions? Because this still looks a bit funny. Because this invariant has to come from somewhere. So maybe it's from like what do I do after I sample a Gaussian? So I want to say that after I sample a Gaussian, I will, or maybe I don't care anymore once I do sample a Gaussian. Um, no, I thought I did. Because there's this frame thing that makes me care, right? So I will have to say what? I mean, the idea is that I will have to kind of, what is it called? Hmm. I need somewhere to remember the invariant that my decryption table, my ciphertext table is I guess well formed. Like there's nothing bad in there. So how do I do it? Um, which means I would need. I mean, co-invariant is not the right word. Unless I basically just say that I just allow invariant to pass through here by saying that okay, if this is true and I have invariant, then the invariant stays. I mean that would be one way of doing it, but then I'm not sure if that is the right way. Mm, mm, oh, but the problem is that there's not even invariant to speak of because this is literally just just a number. Like the rest of the state is not even here. Yeah, that's really confusing, isn't it? Hmm. Maybe I want to. Yeah, maybe this is not strong enough. I have to say something about the what is it called about the continuation. The continuation cannot be just arbitrary. Cannot be just return x because otherwise the whatever the continuation knows just gets erased. Okay, so I will have to say what? I have to say that let's give this another try. Okay, so do I allow the two continuations to be different or not? Um, in terms of post-processing, I would know like for this kind of thing, I will have to enforce that the two sides are the same. So I will have to say that so I will have to do this, right?
that the continuations will have to be identical. Otherwise, I would have to come up with a different judgment to capture that. Like right now, this is not expressive enough to do to capture the more general case. So this is all I have. Then here I want to say that um, here I have the same as before, but I also have the invariant. So I want to say the invariant and oh, this is a invariant on the memory, but the memory is being a bit mishandled right now, so I don't know. Yeah, I think the point is that this does not touch a memory, and we do have a memory, or do we? Um, I mean this what is it called? This kind of like proposition, they are either proposition of memory or proposition of input, or both. But yeah, this is strange. So you have this, and then you have and then of course you have the relational version of maybe this. I'm not sure if this is any more sensible. Well, I don't know if this type checks, to be honest, because let's say okay, so what are the input arities of this, or inputs of this? This has to take the input arity of this is x, but the input arity of this entire thing is, well, mu and sigma. So this is like this and this don't even take the same type. So that makes no sense, right? Unless this takes only memory, then it makes sense. Um, then this is sound. If this is useful, I don't know. Well, both that and this is no, I mean there's some yeah, where the x go? This is super strange. Okay, I mean, okay, so I have a few rules that is maybe sensible, and we have this rule that is unless I need to fix a memory for all of this. Um, yeah, I think that might be a problem. Like everything up here, just assume I'm working in a memoryless subset of language. But now but now here you have memory, and I mean that's funny. I'm not sharing sound from this, am I? I mean, it would be. I mean, if I were, this world is just gonna get nuked into oblivion. Okay, I'm not good. Yeah, I feel like it's a kind of thing that I need to do some meditation and soul searching for. Let me see. Yeah, I feel like that is another tricky thing about streaming. Basically, like, then if I try to do mental math, I just go silent. Or maybe that's why we have whiteboard, right? So I can kind of think out loud and hopefully make things slightly more interesting. Right. So what is that I'm actually trying to do? Well, I'm trying to get a bit of iced tea. It needs sugar. I'm tempted to go defrost like a lot of tiramisu and eat it later. I mean, I have a pretty decently big lunch, at least enough to give me food coma, so I probably should not get like so much calories today. I don't actually count calories, but wait, how long have we been at it? How do you check? Oh, uptime can probably be yeah, 1.5 hours, not even that long. I don't know. Hmm. Let me see. Well, 1.5 hours is not a it's not a super long or short time, right? Because this is literally 1.5 hours is long enough to it's long if you try to do mental math for consecutively 1.5 hour, because that is you know it's like you don't get athletes to do sprints for 1.5 hours straight. That is just not a thing, or maybe it is. I don't know. I mean, I hope it's not a thing. But yeah, I don't know. Um. Anyways, but I need to see how to figure this out. Or maybe let's take a step back. If this gets figured out, then we actually good. Um. Then can we actually prove FHE being secure using this? Not sure. Let me see. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, so about like keep muting and muting, just stuff. Feel like at some point I'm not sure if at some point I should just get back to a piano, because we are, I wouldn't say we're stuck, but we are, well, but this is funny, right? I mean, but then the other thing is that we're so close. Like we have this, and then we have yeah. Okay, so maybe let's take a step back and see what do we actually want to prove here. We want to prove that the well, that each decryptions you know things are close. So why do I want this invariant? Because if I don't have this invariant, then I just have two games. The respective decryptions. I'll put something similar. Then what happens, right? Um, maybe I don't need invariant. Let me see. Oh, I'm muted. Of course, that's what happens. Okay, so yeah, okay. So what was I saying? Let's say if I did not have the invariant, so let's say if this weren't here, then I would. Oh, then maybe I don't have this anymore, and that would be really bad. Mm, okay, so where is this actually used? Here I'm trying to decrypt on both sides, and then the decryptions are KO close. From there the adversary does whatever he wants. Right, so decryption oracle returns something that is KO close, and then what invariants are we hoping to have, or are we wanting to have? We want to say that there are some kind of frame rules, so that when the when the decryption result gets sent back to the adversary, the challenger's internal memory is is good. It's not like scramble or anything. Like the challenger's internal memory is what's called the challenger's internal memory is the invariant applies to a challenger's internal memory. Is that the only thing I want? Because if it is, then well, um, yeah. The problem is that there's no clear correspondence between that and this, right? Because this is literally a yeah, like is this stateless or is this stateful? If this were stateless, then I would have to say the invariant applies to well, to the half of the input. I mean to a half of the yeah. To the half of the what is called um to a memory half. So I will do well, first of all, in the presence of this in the presence of this invariant, do we have well, this invariant is one-sided, so it shouldn't break anything here. Um, Actually, is that true? Let me see. So how do I even ensure the table is valid? I'll have to cut, right? Mm, um, but then is that the case? I don't know fully. Yeah, so if I want to make sure the challenger's internal memory is valid, then I will have to say that I have to change the encryption and the change the encryption and the evaluation function slightly, so that the it always outputs uh set ciphertext that satisfy this invariant being um wait, is it true?
when are we adding to a table? We are adding to a table when yeah, yeah, okay, yes, I think that's true. That we are right, yeah, okay. So the invariant being the table is valid, then what? Then going back to this, if I say that this is okay, so this is fine, I think, and this is also just trying to think like what is the stateless versus stateful thing. So here I anyways want the when I say the outputs are the same, it is I mean of course like the memories has to be the same. So did I say somewhere that the these two are you know like if these are close to KL, including both the yeah then this is fine because then the memory is right, yeah. Okay. So now this is maybe the only part where whether a thing is stateful actually matters. It matters maybe quite a bit. So do I want a stateful or stateless version, right? Hmm. Hmm. Let's say I try to say this in the stateful try to state this in the stateful way, then what? Then I would have to say that um say that your post processing well this is not actually kappa this is kappa of x or kappa of a. So well I mean this will have to be so have to be like for all a this invariant is satisfied, but that's fine. And then or for all x rather, and in the version below it would be for all mu or mu and nu and sigma this is satisfied, which is also fine. It's just really funny looking. Because well I mean well first of all this is not it's not that right, it is this is two copies. Not just that. I also want to say that the memories are actually equal, right? Then I might as well just say this.
Um, yeah, I feel like maybe I'm just getting a bit confused by how this monadic bind thing works and how do things compose. So, let me see. I mean, I either have just simple or I have simple and passing state, which is still just simple. Um, but then if I wanted to do just simple, including there's nothing funny with, like if I want stateless version programmatically, then I want to then the state we pass as a the state will be strong alone as a extra parameter in computation, and that is maybe that is harder. So I want to just treat the stateful case by saying that okay, now if your memory starts out being the same, but is that what we can hope for? I mean, there's also a precondition, which is really funny. Um, I mean, this might not have already captured what I wanted to, and this might, and if it did, then maybe this is fine. Yeah, let me give this a try. I feel like this is maybe not exactly what I want still, but this might be well, both that and I guess also let me check how did I handle invariance above, because I'm actually curious. Um, yeah, why not? Okay. So this is okay. So maybe I will try this. What was I going to try? Um, or maybe this is already the right thing. I mean, 'cause the first question is, I mean, okay, so this type checks, or this can be made to type check, and maybe I should make it a bit more obvious why this type checks, because this is a I mean, okay, maybe I should first say what it means for something to type check, or like what does it like? What are the types of everything? Okay, so this is of type I'll fix it in a bit, but this is of type m, and then well it takes a it takes some front time value, and it takes some so maybe I should say this this is mu and sigma square, and this is just the memory, and then it takes both of these to 0 1. Except it doesn't, right? Because this is, and then this is continuation. Okay. So now what? Now this is okay. Yeah, I think maybe the point here, I think maybe the neat thing. This is just pure guess. But I think maybe one of the intent here is to avoid this memory frame nonsense by doing exactly what I've written down here, by basically just kind of shoving everything you want to keep into the memory, and then everything that is outside the memory is well is fair game basically. So yeah. Um, and if that is the case, then what, right? Then yeah, this is strange because what is it called? This is literally yeah, maybe this is poor syntax for exactly the that reason. So this is what this is maybe just this. Can I mean I will have to be able to talk about memory related things, right? So yeah, how do I talk about memory? I will have to say that these are code that output say, oh, memory is implicit. That's funny-ish, I guess. Yeah. So how do I know what are stateless and what are not? I mean, there are different. I mean, they have a Shouldn't they have a version with memory and a version without memory? Or am I saying like I don't know? It's super strange. Um. Okay. Yeah. So we do have something that looks like this. Mm, there are some stuff that I how should I say it? Mm, like how should uh, yeah, I feel like oh man. Yeah, I feel like my energy is slow enough that I'm starting to lose focus, and this is really bad. Because when I lose focus, I start remembering random things that I don't want to remember. Which is really annoying. This is semantics, eh? Of course you have this. Okay, yeah, I mean, this is maybe a nice thing to tell my advisor because he doesn't believe things like this could exist. That is maybe a side note. So, let me see. Okay, so let's see. Are all of this still true in the presence of memory? I mean, earlier we believed they were, but I mean, it'd be nice if they actually were. I mean, if this is allowed to act on memory, then yeah, okay, good. Okay, so now, right, so what do these things act on? Not this, not that. Okay, so, yeah, so okay, this acts on just this does not act on any inputs, which is really a bit strange, isn't it? Because I mean, unless you just kind of assume that your input is part of your memory, which I mean you can assume that, but that's maybe a bit different from what I was thinking. Mm, but then if that is true, then how do you even yeah, okay, good. So now for sequential things, you basically say that if for all it is very wait, what? I mean that is very loose. Right, because that is she's saying that even if you, I mean, you have to couple this, you have to couple this up somehow. So if you don't couple this up and you're just literally doing just like quantifying all for all, then this is going to be no, maybe that'll fine. No, that cannot be fine because I mean, what if these are the same distribution and this is only going to hold if you know um I mean that is just what it is. So yeah, whatever they gave something and that something is true. It's just I mean they wrote down a true statement. It is not might not be a statement I like, but it's a true statement. So okay. And maybe that's already better than what I'm doing right now, which is that I don't even know if I can write down true statements. Okay, good. So suppose that this only acts on the memory and the yeah, maybe I should ask myself first, how do I plan to compose this, right? So if I had a Gaussian thingy, then I will okay, good. This is fine, I guess.
Yeah, so maybe just how do I plan to use. Okay, so I want to say after decryption, but no, like this is nothing to do with decryption, right? This is, oh, maybe it does. Let me see. Okay, so let's say before this decryption query, I have taken great efforts to maintain this invariant. So now things are all good and well. In the sense that, well, I mean, the challenger's memory is valid, is good. Then what? Okay, so after the first query by the after the first query by the adversary, I have this invariant, and then now I need to somehow remember this invariant. So on the second query, I am still fine. So let me see, how do I do this? So first query, I have the thing is that the invariant actually came in like way before way before the actual decryption query. So that invariant, I mean, of course, that is maybe not so surprising, but that invariant is just built in the, in you using a normal relational horologic way. Okay, so what? Because everything can be coupled. And then once I have that invariant, I ensure the invariant acts on memory only. And then if it acts on the memory only, then I would be able to take the yeah, I mean, of course. Oh, can I literally just do I need two different rules for this, or can I have literally just one? Um, I mean, is it better to have one or two rules for this? Um, I want to save invariant holds before, what is it called? Oh, so actually I want to just say the thing about the memory, right? So I want to say that yeah, it might be, I don't need a continuation here. I can just say that, well, this is this, and then let's say if my memory satisfies certain property, and this is yeah, and then I have this, and then I have this is just return. Okay, so let me try this again. Maybe this is fine. So I want to say that this is a function that takes this lambda mu lambda sigma, and then I would say what? So this will have to be a bit different, but that's fine. Um, yeah, maybe just lambda one, just mu one sigma one is fine. Yeah. Um, I can fix that in a moment. I'll just say that
take given this two, I can say what? I can say I can say that you sample this. Let's see. This and then I have return this is related to, well, I mean, yeah, I should say how it's related. What is related to by this. And then this is mu2 and then sigma 2 squared. And then this is return x. M1 is M2 and then sigma 1 is sigma 2. M1 is M2 and then maybe let's go in order. M1 is M2 and the invariant holds for M1 and then sigma 1 is sigma 2 and then mu1 minus mu2 absolute value square is less than, well, I don't know, maybe I should leave this here as well. This entire expression is less than delta. Less than 8. No, just kidding, less than delta. Do this and then move it up a little bit, I guess. Yeah, like this and then like that. And then since this is an inference rule, I will have to give it a name and all of that very nice things. Oh, I mean, this is just okay. So now this is what, this is just KL DG. Okay, maybe this is sensible. And then what do I want to do? I want to say that this is the problem is I don't want to just say this is discrete Gaussian, right? I want to say that this is these are actually different, or maybe I want to say this is literally discrete Gaussian because your decryption is yeah, your decryption is literally just two discrete Gaussian samples. So technically this suffices to prove FFG security. I think. So what more do I want? I mean, nothing is a possible answer. I mean, that might be a fine answer, honestly. Okay, so now I have this. I have I can compose chaos, so this gives me that, and then this is a this just gives me the final bound that I want, which is good. And then how how do I come up with this? How do I come up with this? Well, I say that I can come up with this by having discrete Gaussians, as long as I have as long as I have this. So here I first compute out of the of my variances and standard deviations, and then I compose onto this, where this is literally this. Um, and then maybe we're happy. Maybe we're happy. Maybe I'm not sure if I should be happy or not. I mean, up to the notational oddities, such as that, well, I mean, the syntactic mismatches which are easily fixable. Well, I mean, this being one of them, but maybe fine. And then okay, so of course I also need a bunch of other rules that deals with UTBs, such as, well, I mean, a million other UTB rules. Might as well start writing some down. And then what? And then I mean, this is epsilon, and then this is epsilon prime. And then you have C1, and then okay, and then this is what? This is up to bed sequence, and then you have what? I mean, is that what I want? Is that the only thing I want to do? Guess why not, right? I feel like this is yeah, this feels a bit altered.
the other thing is I don't know if I care about any of this. Yeah, I don't know if I care about any of this. Like literally, 45 minutes until Legion remix. Since I'm actually going to be playing on launch, if this keep going okay the way it's going right now, there's also argument that I have other projects that I have to work on after this actually gets sorted out. Oh man. Okay, so this is maybe this suffices, right? I mean, I probably also need to. No, I mean this is the rest is just monadic, right? I mean these two together already gives me pretty much. I mean, I suppose you also need to sample from different things, right? So I have to say that I don't know. Oh, I need freaking. I mean, this is uh, yeah. I guess that is the other really funny thing that I mean, this is injected. That's why it's fine. Need to somehow figure out a good way of telling my advisor why this is fine, because this looks very what is it called? Um, because this doesn't. This looks very much not syntactic. And that's because your uh program because your syntax, the sampling operation is parameterized by values in the host language. Yeah, I mean, I guess the other thing is that if I believe this is a workable set of you know workable set of things to start with, then I might as well just then this can then one way to find out is to literally put this in the proof assistant and see if it goes through right. I mean, chances are sooner or later we'll figure out it wouldn't, but how do we even I don't know. I mean, okay, maybe I need to attempt to attempt to add some stuff here like this, and yeah, I feel like that is the other very strange thing about this like single versus double turnstiles, because the thing about the SS proof paper is that they have double turnstiles everywhere. There's no single turnstiles, probably because I don't know what I have is, how should I say this? Probably because they are not trying to do anything. I mean, at least this can definitely be single turnstiles. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe I should turn off this into single turnstiles, and then I can just say that the yeah, because this we have proof assistant, which means you can actually get single turnstile stuff from I mean, get double turnstile stuff from by doing math. So you shouldn't constrain that your single turnstile thing come from the logic. So you're saying that well, the logic gives you single tensile things, but then as long as you have double tensile things, which is that you either comes from the logic or no, either come from logic or from the what is it called? Um, yeah, you either come from logic or from the from brute force is fine, as long as you have a proof term. Yeah, maybe that is the good way of saying it. If you have a if you have a proof term, then you can get the judgment, I guess. Do I want to play this? I don't feel like don't feel like playing this. I mean, this is I think there's like, I mean, mesmerizing in its own ways, but I feel like there are better songs to be learning. I think I'm just gonna get like very mesmerized by this and then never get anywhere. Captivating story, isn't it? I feel I should click away before my thing gets nuked into a. Yeah, my thing is actually going to get nuked into the what is it called? My VOD is going to get nuked into Oblivion, and that would be really bad. Okay, where are we? I mean, they're not gonna do something like that for like 5 seconds of. I mean, there was more than five, but okay, maybe funny question. Why do they not have to keep invariants? Or do they keep invariants? I mean, they just like everything tech memory, and then they have triple. So I guess invariants can be naturally encoded. That's why they don't need invariants. So why do I need invariants? Huh? But how do you? This is same as that. But then you don't. if you have some, if before you start doing this, you have some properties of your memory, then after you do, then the properties of memory gets broken, of course. Okay. I mean, of course, this is not, you're not hoping for completeness anyways. I'm just trying to figure out like what is going on with this invariant situation, and why does it feel like I need one, but it doesn't feel like they do. What? Oh, because it's satisfied by all everything in the what is called. Sure. Floops. Losing my mind here. Let's see. Because why not, right? There's this thing, this very nice thing called semantic judgment, which is going to give us some. Let me see. It's going to give me something funny looking, I hope. Um, Assuming I actually see the thing. I mean, how is this defined? Syntactic judgment. Um, yeah, but give me a semantic judgment. Oh, unless I didn't spell right. Um, sure. Let's try this again with a different spelling. Might be what makes a difference here. So you have this. So how is this defined? This is defined as okay. It's defined a very nice way. So what do I have to say about this? This is defined a very nice way. So what, right? And then how are these they don't have anything syntactic at all. They literally just say that you just say if you can prove this, you can prove that. I mean that is yeah. I mean that is not that's not bad, right? I mean that is yeah. So they don't need this like very large inductive thing, and they don't have to say this like don't go through this very funny like single turns out is equivalent to double turns out kind of thing. Um, Maybe I should do the same, to be honest. Because I mean that is Like, it's literally everything is a proof term. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Like, okay, so now everything's a proof term now. Maybe that's going to work wonders. Can I undo? Can I undo? Fine, if I can undo, I'm just going to do this by hand. Or maybe I can. Yeah, I could. Can I redo? Undo? Okay, good. Yeah, now this is what I'm happy with, I think. Mm, let me see. Can I just consider this entire situation to be stateful? Maybe I can, right? Should just say it's like this in the memory. Then what happens, right? Um, I feel like my input. I mean, I can just add memory everywhere. I'm not sure if I actually want to. Or can I literally just say that all of this is I mean, has memory somewhere. Yeah, let me see. How do I do this? Traditional judgments of. Yeah, let me see. Funny how I could write if I try, but then I usually just don't. I guess even this is not like a chicken scratch, like this is workable. Gets worse quickly though, maybe? Maybe not, I don't know. Um, yeah, I feel like maybe I'm like somewhat happy with this. I mean, until I need more rules, I'm happy with this for now. So I will actually have to. Right. So instead of having. Yeah, I guess the other question is architecture, right? Because they have this funny thing, which looks probably better than yeah, this looks better than whatever the heck I had before, which is yeah, which is that I have just the entire thing being inductive data type, and then I was having yeah, I was having this every single row being inductive data type. Yeah, I feel like this is not scalable. I will have to
I will have to restructure this in this way, where one each data type correspond to one lemma. This is better architecture. And then what? And then I just try to say that. Yeah, I mean this is. I'm. How should I say this? Um. Yeah, I mean this composes in a sensible way, I guess. Okay, I'm just going to get completely mesmerized by this again. Actually, I feel I've never really heard this song before. Just stare at this just more to make sure I'm not missing much. So I keep memory thing, and then this is. So I guess that's a funny thing, right? Like you can literally just what is it called? You could literally just not have any of this because I mean this entire thing is just like flat in the sense that I mean everything's a distribution. I mean, but no, like if I win that route, will be very that's going to ruin us before we know it. Okay, maybe just maybe this is somewhat sensible. Okay. So then what? Then I want to say that syntax is just this. Mesmerizing. Okay then what, right? I feel like the type that can actually really force the thing through in the rock prover if I wanted to. I feel like at some point I might just do that because this is crazy. I mean this is yeah, I mean this is I mean this is still a sensible way of organizing our thoughts, I guess. So yeah, that might be the funny thing. So I have
Isn't there the other side story that's covered by Hanan? Speaking of which, I totally unrelated topic. I realize why people do EchoSer because I feel like just having uploaded only two things, and I've already I'm already worried about how well these are doing, even though I don't, even though I have zero expectations. It's just a curse of the moment you start streaming, you just start caring. But yeah, I don't fully know what to do from here. I guess maybe I just send this off to people in my lab and to my collaborators and see what do we have to have to say, right? And then hopefully go back to programming because I feel like this I've spent like that's the other funny thing that I've spent like what like 2+ hours writing 0 lines of code, 2+ hours of just planning. I mean, that makes sense for like academic projects, but this is like yeah. I'm just going to send this off and then actually get coding done. Right. So maybe I'll take a short break, and then once the server comes up, I might stream Legion Remix. So I will see you all in a bit. Thank you for watching. I will most likely, I will certainly be back later today. It would either be, in a few minutes when the server comes up, or after my 11 p.m. meeting. We will see. See you. Thank you again. Have a nice evening or morning, evening, afternoon. Yeah, I need to figure this out. Anyway, see you. Or maybe I should play a bit of piano before